John Mellencamp is with us this morning here at Q104.3. And, of course, last night he joined us, and we were honored to have him in the iHeartRadio Theater downstairs here in Tribeca as we celebrate the release of the new album. John Mellencamp's, what number would this be?
I don't know.
You don't know?
A lot.
It's the 23rd album.
Is it?
John.
It's the 23rd album in the studio.
Yeah.
I wonder how many more records are the greatest hits.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just incredible. I was telling someone just a few minutes ago that your output is prodigious.
See, he just made that word up.
But the new album,
there's no such word as prodigious.
But yes, there is. And the new album, Sad Clowns and Hillbillies, is an album by John Mellencamp featuring Carlene Carter. It's on an actual major record label, Republic Records.
Right.
I know there are many artists who find it very difficult to even find someone to distribute their records today. The record business is, as we all know, going through very difficult times. But you have the confidence of a company that's distributing your work, and there was something that I wanted to do for you today to show my support.
What's that?
I want to buy your album.
Wow.
I want to actually buy it. So I'm going to walk across the studio here because I want you to see me do this so that you realize that this is actually happening. And wow, it's a pretty good price. The order is now officially placed.
Well, thank you very much. That's one.
With one click.
I know, but that's one sold.
Well, actually, you've had people pre-ordering for a while, and people have really enjoyed the music that they've heard so far from the album, which is being released today. You also have an incredible song with Martina McBride.
Well, thank you. Would you like to hear my theory of how to correct all of this?
Sure.
The record business, what happened? At one point, there was no radio. Mm-hmm. And then they invented radio.
Right. About 1920.
Right. So then radio started playing music. And then the musicians and the people who put the records out said, wait a minute, you're selling advertisement. So we should share in your revenue. Mm-hmm. Now, don't forget, these were all just small little radio stations.
Right.
So there was something called the FCC that was formed, and ASCAP and BMI were formed, and they collected the money. Then guess what happened? They invented television. How are we going to deal with television? Well, the FCC, let's just follow the same rules that we have in place for this delivery system called television.
Mm-hmm.
Then a new delivery system came about called the Internet.
Right.
And everybody went, what the f*** is this? When what should have happened and could still happen is the FCC should set in and go to these search engines and go, you are the same as a network. You cannot.
Well, bigger than a network in some cases.
Well, the size, Jim, really doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is that it is their town. And if they allow lawless things to happen in their town, they should have to pay for it. The Internet is nothing more than a delivery system, and a search engine is nothing more than a network.
Well, YouTube is owned by Google, and it's bigger than the established networks. Now, the networks that we knew. I mean, it is just so huge.
Well, of course it's big because they're not paying for anything. I mean, I could build a hell of a business if I didn't have to pay for the materials, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Well, personally, I wanted to just set an example, which is why I just bought your album, because I want our friends to know that, there's still a joy in owning the physical
album
CD.
Yes,
it's a tactile experience that one has. It's yours. It's a connection between you and the artist, and it helps to keep the artist alive. And there are expenses at putting on a show in Forest Hills, which you will, of course, be doing on July 11th.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Forest Hills is charging me, for renting the place. I mean, my point is that there are lawless things happening, and nobody is doing anything about it, and they're going after the wrong people. Just follow the delivery system that we've lived with our entire life, and it will correct itself immediately.
John Mellencamp with us here at Q104.3. From John's brand new album, we'll hear his new single, Grandview, next here at the Q. I'm Jim Kerr at Q104.3. John Mellencamp with us. And John, we appreciate your visiting with us last night at the iHeartRadio Theater.
And right now I'd like to play Grandview. We've been playing it all week long. It's really a great song with Martina McBride here on Q104.3. It's Grandview. It's John Mellencamp featuring Martina McBride, and that's from the brand new album, the collaborative album with the great Carlene Carter, which is Sad Clowns and Hillbillies. Just a silly question. Did Tasty Freeze ever send you like a lifetime gold card that would be good in any? No? No.
No, and Van Morrison never sent me a thank you for having a '1 record. And Nakona Boots never thanked me for coming up with those sawed-off boots that everybody wore in the 80s.
It's just that I was thinking, had you said Dairy Queen, which you easily could have said,
right?
And Warren Buffett owns Dairy Queen. I saw on TV someone said, "Why did you buy Dairy Queen?" He said, "Because people like ice cream." But you didn't say Dairy Queen. You said Tasty Freeze. That is, to this day, the most advertising and promotion they have ever received, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, thank you. No, nothing. So, listen. What do you expect?
Just wondering. Thank you.
What do you expect?
Thanks for visiting with us.
All right.